I hear you.
At the point, number 17, MP.
Hi everyone, what a great night for some hoops. With a little more on the line, it's the NBA Cup and it's in full swing. Tonight we'll see the San Antonio Spurs as they play against the Oklahoma City Thunder. This is Brian Anderson with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Allie LaForce, our reporter. All right, a chance to check out stats for Lou Dort.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games, looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line, and it's been fun to watch.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. Shea and Caruso are the backcourt pair. Then it's Chet Holmgren, then there's Lou Dort, and it's Jang in at the 4-man spot. And for the Spurs, Zohan and Wemby are the bigs. MP is out there with Devin Vassell, and it's Markkanen in at the 3, the small forward. We should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Graham. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. And recently, MP has let it be known that he's aiming to outdo all of his conference peers this season and secure his spot as an all-star starter.
Always special to be selected for an all-star game. And MP wants to be included in the celebration of the best in the league. You really have to excel to be selected. So I'll be keeping an eye on MP and his quest for all-star status this season.
Now let's send it down to Allie, who has a report on MP.
Hey, Brian. MP seemed eager for tonight's elite point guard duel. He told me I know a lot of people out there are comparing the two of us, trying to pick who's best. You tell him to watch this game. I'm going to prove me and my guys, we are on a whole nother level. So there you have it, Brian.
Ooh, floor general MP. He sounds ready to issue some orders, Allie. Here's Holmgren, following the bucket by the Spurs. Dort, a screen on MP. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With great mobility and the 8-foot wingspan, yes, 8-foot, Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Now here's Markkanen. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. And Zohan gets it to go.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Sajay. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
And Doris, no doubt about it, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an absolute monster on offense.
Very quietly, one of the most dangerous offensive players in the game is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got handle, he can score from 3 levels. This guy is a legit force.
Now here's Caruso. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Dort for three. And he buries his first look.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Holmgren against Wembanyama. And here's MP from outside. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Dort. The 11-footer. That one rolls around and rims out.
And maybe they're a little too excited today. They need to settle down. They've opened up 1 for 4.
Here's MP, plenty of space. Solid as a rock from 20 feet out. MP's got 5 points.
Quick decision-making by MP. I love how confident he looked taking that shot.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Yet another miss, just 1 for 5, not exactly an ideal start.
And here's MP from outside. Gets the three to fall. Give him 8.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Pass to Jang. Here's Caruso. Dort outside. It's Holmgren, high post. Here's Jang. It's guarded by Markkanen. Shot clock at 5. Jang passes to Caruso. Shoots over Vassell. Caruso misses.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And he lobs it up top. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 9-point game. Yep, that one's good.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
And San Antonio has possession. Pass to MP. Dort with a steal. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Markkanen. And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You look at Boston, they've risen to 3rd in the latest power rankings, playing well as of late.
When I look at San Antonio, they've really delivered so far, playing with incredible energy and just steamrolling lesser teams.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 23 points his last outing.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a thirsty scorer, and if you concede the mid-range, he'll take it.
MP, the pass to Wembanyama, and an emphatic jam on the lob.
With Wembanyama's wingspan, he can go get anything no matter where you throw it.
Thunder trail by 7. Pass to Holmgren. Dort outside. Back to Holmgren. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Doris Chet Holmgren was one of the more highly touted guys coming into the league in a long time.
He was, BA, and he has lived up to the billing. At that size, to be able to shoot the ball, put it on the deck, be a force at the rim defensively. But maybe his best attribute, he is a tough competitor.
Wallace, he's checked in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Come on, man, so aggressive. MP, that trait will take you a long way in this game.
Dort outside. Holmgren with a screen on Johnson. Pass to Holmgren. Now Wallace. 5 to shoot. Misses the 3.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Greg Popovich. We were talking about Chet Holmgren, the versatility at both ends. And Coach pointed out one thing in particular, saying that Chet has the ability to create for himself. He's a tremendous ball handler for his size. He has great footwork, and he stays on balance. He knows it's going to take a team effort defensively.
Thanks for that, Allie. very early in the season, but a lot of excitement still in the air, Grant.
No question, B.A. I mean, the fan base will usually carry it until their team is mathematically eliminated. Fans in this league are so passionate about their teams, and that's one of the things that makes the NBA so great.
And that one's good. MP's got 14 points for the game.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Here's Caruso. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Wallace outside. Pass to Jang. Dort outside. And here's Holmgren. Stolen by Russell. In transition. Here they come. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
So it's Oklahoma City now, following the bucket by the Spurs. Down low. Here's Johnson. Dort grabs the miss. Thunder trail by 13. Here's Jang. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Hartenstein, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Topic comes in for Caruso.
Boy, this guy has not been in the league long, but MP has such a tremendous knack of getting to the line.
Horton Tucker, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
And that one's good. Topic.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
San Antonio leading by 12. To the middle. Here's MP. Oh, the teardrop falls in. He's got 18.
What touch on the teardrop. MP just letting it glide off his fingertips.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 4 from deep. Pass to Topic. Fires for 3. Barnes with the rebound.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Russell finds MP. And MP throws it down.
MP is in a great rhythm right now. It behooves this team to just keep feeding this young guy.
Thunder trail by 16. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter here. Pass to Hartenstein. Wallace outside. Shot clock at 6. Topic for 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Oklahoma City squad.
They took the season series against this opponent last year. High-profile games are the best.
It's Holmgren, high post. Good on the bucket.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
MP. Tipped. And so it's San Antonio up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Spurs team out there.
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
Taking a look at Oklahoma City. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's out there with Cason Wallace. Isaiah Hartenstein is out there with Talen Horton-Tucker. Here's MP. No good with the elbow jumper.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game. Porter Jr., he's checked in for San Antonio. Topic is checked in for Oklahoma City. Outside Horton-Tucker. Hartenstein a screen. Horton Tucker with it. He's against Sohan. Just 5 on the clock. With the teardrop. And is blocked.
Yeah, the reach is amazing. Sohan will get his fair share of blocks during his career.
MP looking around. Outside for Wembanyama. Pass to Sohan. There's the three. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Their last game, a win against the Suns. Looking to carry it into this one.
And that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. The three from Wembanyama. San Antonio again can't hit. Thunder trail by 12. Outside Horton Tucker. Pass to Topic. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's MP. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 4th rebound in this one. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Jazz was all business. He picked up 29 points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are. Guys?
Good stuff, Allie. Tremendous effort from him in that last game, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I think he pushed them to the win through sheer force of will.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long. Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Topic for three. And the three-pointer goes. Topic has got his second basket on the night.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's MP. Playing Utah, he was nearly unstoppable. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Wallace, the pass to Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Picked up by Markkanen. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Here's Wembanyama. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Wembanyama's got 13. Thunder trail by 16. And the foul called on MP. That'll be a second foul of the game.
In the first half, you want to stay aggressive, but you also want to be careful. That is his second foul already.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Wembanyama, screen on Caruso to the inside. Oh, deflected. MP outside. Wembanyama, screen on Caruso. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander drills it from deep. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his third basket on the night right there.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the three ball more consistently like they are now should help them do it.
And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time.
Miscue there, hadn't had...
And so the San Antonio Spurs ending the quarter up 10. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Welcome to the halftime show. And if they're going to turn this around, it's going to be a long road back.
When you have fewer possessions than your opponent, your chances decrease. They have to find a way to rebound in the second half.
And let's turn our attention now. That does it for halftime.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
Sochan and Wemby are the bigs. Devin Vassell out there with MP, and it's Markkanen and a small forward. That's who's in the game for the Spurs.
The team counts on Vassell for this, a reliable producer of three-point buckets.
And the foul called on MP. That's his third foul so far.
Personal foul. First team foul.
MP against Gilgeous-Alexander. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Lauri Markkanen. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Now here's him. Oh, Wembanyama on the receiving end.
That's just MP reading the defense, going. Through his progression and making the right play.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Uneasy, too, on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 13.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
So far, he's made all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
One of the things you love about MP is his appreciation for the history of the game, studying the former great players, weaving their strengths into his game.
Now here's Dort. Give him 8. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA working through contact inside.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3, terrific play calling, everything clicking out of the gates here.
Drops in the 3. Wembanyama's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
The ball's knocked loose. Stolen by MP. Here's MP taking it inside. That one doesn't go. Shooting 8 for 15 now. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Vassell. MP left side. The 3. Jang pulls it in.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Back come the Spurs in transition. Whoa, MP getting out in front on the break.
Oh, excellent hustle by MP. He deserved to be rewarded with the bucket for his effort.
Caruso outside. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. And so MP will bring it up for the Spurs. And for a scorer as prolific as Markkanen, he doesn't need the ball in his hands too often.
So many of his scores come off assists. So just a great sense of when to get into space and become available. When Wembanyama has the ball in there, I mean, it's often a bucket, a foul, or both.
He's got free throw attempts 4 and 5 here. And both free throws good for Wembanyama. Hey, Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, B.A., through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. And, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Now here's Wembanyama. Give him 23. Gilgeous-Alexander against MP. Misses from short range. San Antonio leading by 17. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Devin Vassell's progressing offensively. He said, I feel like the game has slowed down, just making the right reads. I know I can get to my spots. I just want to show that I'm an efficient scorer and a willing passer. I'm trying to be the best player that I can be.
Yeah, love that work ethic, Allie. Thanks. Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Caruso outside. To stop the drought. And there's the play by Gilgeous-Alexander inside. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 17 points. San Antonio's gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Fires in the triple.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Thunder trail by 20. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Pass to Holmgren. Tries it from the top of the key. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. He's got 14.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession.
They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
Branham's checked in for Vassell. And also a switch here for Oklahoma City. Wallace, he's checked in for Dort.
That's aggressive defense. Shea always competing on that end of the floor.
Pass to Caruso. That's tipped. Now here's Sohan. He's closely guarded. Gilgeous-Alexander against MP. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable. Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Wembanyama's got 31.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Wallace outside. They set the pick. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Jang. 6 on the shot clock. Wallace left side. Over MP. Wallace misses. San Antonio leading by 19. Here's MP. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Wembanyama's got 33.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Pass to Jang.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Fires the 3. The rebound by Markkanen. Markkanen's got 5 rebounds tonight. Back to MP. Driving to the basket. Good on the shot. MP's got 7 now in this quarter.
Excellent read by MP there. Just takes advantage of the opening.
The Thunder have gotten 6 of their first 12 shots to drop in this third. Here's Jang. Sohan covering. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Knocks down the long J. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 points here in the second half. San Antonio's got 4 of 8 attempts to fall from deep here in the third quarter. Count the basket.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So both teams making some changes here. The Thunder have gone 7 of 13 in the second half. Inside, Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Oh, what a pretty pass. Throw to the open spot. Lead your teammate perfectly.
From deep, Wembanyama. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Hartenstein. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
Come on, man. I mean, there was no chance Wemby was going to ever let that reach the rim. The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Here's Topic. He's got 5. Here's Horton Tucker. And a miss there on the triple.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And that's a foul called on Isaiah Hartenstein. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Wembanyama screen. MP, the pass to Wembanyama. Hartenstein pulls it in. Oklahoma City is gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Topic. On target from range. Topic has got 8.
Well, good vision from the inside and kicking it to the perimeter.
Here's MP. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. He's made all 5 of his attempts at the line. And he makes the first. And both free throws good for MP. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Spurs. He's found his range, hitting 3. Greg Popovich addressing his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Nobody holds the ball, not even foul.
Antonio, Russell's checked in for Johnson, and MP subbed in for Branham. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Cason Wallace. Then it's Alex Caruso. Then it's Chet Holmgren. And it's Jang in at power forward.
Boy, this guy is an absolute force of nature on the offensive end. SGA, I don't know what the defense is going to do with you.
Finished off the break. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 24 points.
You know, I thought in the first half this guy was pressing. He was rushing. Now he's settled into the game.
And stolen by Holmgren. Jang passes to Holmgren. And he gets the bucket.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
San Antonio leading by 20. Russell a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And he lobs it up. And then Russell with the dunk.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. Pass to Holmgren. Wallace outside. They set the pick. Here's Caruso. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Holmgren. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, Doris, with so many franchises, the star player has a lot of sway.
Well, to me, B.A., so much of this speaks to which star are we talking about. If you take someone like Stephen Curry, who historically has welcomed other stars to play alongside him, or has at moments in his career had to elevate young players who maybe have to play through some mistakes, he welcomes both. It depends on the star we're talking about.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet. And it's come up big a few times for them.
And let's give them credit to the shot blocking on display. They set the tone early and have kept the pressure on defensively.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Wembanyama finds MP. That shot off. Oklahoma City has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Pass to Jang. Now here's Holmgren from about 19. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
MP against Caruso. And stolen by Caruso. Here's Jang. He shoots it. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 here in this quarter.
Well, that's a quick strike from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. In catch-and-shoot situations, those scoring instincts are right on point.
To the inside. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been 1 step ahead of the defense all game long. And technology, always a conversation, Doris. So talk to us about wearable sensors and where that is between the league and players.
Yeah, you know, obviously there are some privacy concerns because what these wearables give you are devices to measure how healthy a player is. What should his exertion level be based on all kinds of health information? Resting heart rate variability. What was the quality of sleep? Quality of sleep is a huge issue in the NBA. With all the late flights and tip times, et cetera, cross-country travel, when you're investing millions into your players, you're trying to take the best care you can of them, and some of that goes to the information you can glean from these wearables. I love them.
And here's MP from outside. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Spurs.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And with this one, they go double digits in the win column.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And what a huge performance it was for Victor Wembanyama.
Boy, this guy played with some swagger and intensity on the boards tonight, dominating the physical aspect of the game.
Down low. Here's Stewart. Rebound by San Antonio. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. MP against Stewart. MP, the pass to Dawkins. Over Stewart. Dawkins' shot is off. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. So we see the Spurs taking the W here. And with tonight's win, they're now 2-0 in the NBA Cup.
Yeah, just a fantastic start to the group stage. They're in the driver's seat in this group. A strong finish, and they'll...
They really thought they had a chance.